Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with Golden Opportunities Coaching. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is discuss a variety of health and wellness and mental, emotional, and spiritual topics. We do so on a daily basis in an audio format. There are 270 plus audios available for your listening pleasure. Hopefully something that is useful to you. And if there's something you'd like to hear that isn't here, or that's here and you'd like to hear it in a different way, please feel free to comment below and we will be sure to get an audio up for you. Today we're going to talk about the habits of successful people from a financial perspective. 7 things to go through. For the first is, and this will surprise a lot of people, they don't spend money foolishly. So while every purchase for a multimillionaire or billionaire isn't planned, the bigger purchases are. There's always a goal to save for, there's always another thing to look at, and there's always expansion at the mind of the spending. The misconception is that if you have a lot of money, you spend a lot of money, and you spend it needlessly and foolishly. And while there are people who are in the upper six-figure account earner of a year who may do this, you're truly, multi-hundred millionaires and billionaires? Not so much. In reality, they are more deliberate with their spending because they realize that growth, and growth specifically in finance, matters to them. And so they choose to spend money on things that are going to lead them to growth. If you're spending because it makes you feel good once in a while, that's great, and celebrating yourself is necessary. But if you're spending because it makes you feel good every day, or every week, chances are you're not going to grow in the direction you think. And the next is they're always learning something. They surround themselves with people who know more than they do or know specialized knowledge that they don't have. The misconception that if you're rich, you just stay in one niche and you don't grow or expand is a misnomer that a lot of people have. A lot of people think that rich people get lucky and they stop learning, but in reality, they understand one fundamental principle, and that is that life is a game where learning is necessary. They are always surrounding themselves with people that are either doing better than themselves or have knowledge about how to be successful in other areas of life, because they understand that life is ostensibly a school of lessons, and an amalgamation of those lessons makes one powerful. They exercise spiritually, mentally, and physically each day. Now, spiritually, they have a practice of something they believe in, even if it's power or an expansion of money or whatever, or a god or goddess, whatever that is. They do go through a practice that for them rejuvenates their sense of being. Physically, they're physically active. This is because they understand that being sedentary will make the mind sedentary, and therefore create health problems, can also create anxiety, depression, and other health-related issues that affect the mental and emotional side, because if a person's just sitting around, they wonder, is this all there is to life? Whereas creating motion creates the possibility for change. They also exercise mentally, whether that's reading a new book, studying the latest leader in their industry or another. They're always growing and learning new things on purpose every day. The next thing is they meditate. They spend time focusing on what they want to accomplish, gratitude for the things they already have accomplished, things that are unresolved within themselves, and find balance in it all. These individuals realize the power of focused energy, the power of focused thought, and they do so on a daily basis, if not more often, in order to get the most out of every moment in life. They start on purpose and early. So early may mean different things at different times, but the point is they are using their time differently than the average person. They're less likely to be on social media. They have someone to manage that for them. They're less likely to watch television or do other mindless tasks. This is because they realize that action creates results. Sedentary action does not. The next thing is they do things differently than other people. While there are some basic fundamental principles that apply to every level of success, personal, professional, and otherwise, At the end of the day, if you're going to do things the same way that another person does, you'll get their results, not better results. So while you can take the framework 75, 80% of what another person's doing, you have to be able to add your own individual, unique flavor to it in order for it to truly lead to any sort of lasting success. The last thing is they don't accept no. Now, no may mean that they don't get what they want right away, but they'll go back to the drawing board and figure out another way to influence people and get where they want to get, or they may take a break from a project for a little while and come back to it sometimes months or years later. They don't give up on their dreams, they don't give up on their goals, and they don't let somebody else determine their limitations. These are what financially wealthy and successful people do because they realize that if they had the vision, the ability to create the vision and complete the vision does exist somewhere within the universe. So hopefully this is helpful, and keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.